So Infocube basically it's constructed on start schema or extended start schema. So as of now you have seen start schema. Now we're going to see what is the extended start schema. Start schema you know very well, a fact table in center surrounded by the dimension table, several dimension tables look like a star, so it is called start schema. Fact table contains always transaction data or key figures data. Dimension table contains always master data or characteristic data. Maximum number of dimension tables are 16 in per Infocube. There are 3 system defined dimension tables: data package dimension table, time dimension table, unit dimension table, which is a very important questions for interview. There are total 16 dimensions in Infocube. Out of 16, 3 dimensions are system defined. Then what are the remaining? 13. So customer can create maximum 13 dimensions. So how these dimension tables will be created? As you know that when we load the master data back in the system, back in the database, it is creating some tables. The same similar way, whenever you load the transaction data into your Infocube, it will create some dimension tables. As you know that there are 3 dimension tables are mandatory or default. That is called package dimension, time dimension, unit dimension. Then it will give you 1 additional dimension for you to start working. From here I can create maximum 13 dimensions. From here these 3 are system defined. We cannot touch these things. We cannot change, we cannot delete all these things. From here you need to start working. How this naming convention will start? It's very simple. It's again standard /BIC/D. D stands for dimension. Then this XX is nothing but your Infocube technical name. Whatever the technical name you're going to give, that Infocube technical name comes. Then this table name ends with a P. P is package dimension. T is time dimension. U is unit dimension. 1 is dimension 1. If you create one more, it will say dimension 2, then dimension 3, like this up to 13 dimensions. Okay, so this is how the dimensions naming conventions will be there. There are fact tables. We are talking about only dimension tables. We have a center one fact table. That fact table is divided into 2 fact tables again, 2 types. One is called F fact table, other one is called E fact table. It's very important for interview questions again. How many fact tables will be there? 2 fact tables, F fact table, E fact table. F fact table I call it is uncompressed fact table. E fact table we have it is a compressed fact table. We have a separate lesson for compression of Infocube. That time you will understand what is a E fact table. But time being you need to understand, whenever we load the data into Infocube, into fact table, the data goes to F fact table by default. This is a default fact table. How the technical name look like? /BIC/F fact table. This is your Infocube technical name. /BIC/F followed by Infocube technical name. How the E fact table look like? /BIC/E followed by your Infocube technical name. These are the details about of fact tables. Let's talk about Infocubes. We have different types of Infocubes available: standard Infocube, real-time Infocube, virtual provider Infocube, or remote Infocube. What is a standard Infocube? Which is the most commonly used Infocube in BW. Most of the time and by default, this is a default Infocube. This Infocube physically stores data using extended start schema, which is classified as a data target, and we can also use for reporting purpose. Real-time Infocube we're going to use only for planning applications. And the difference in between real-time Infocube and standard Infocube we can only read the data, but real-time Infocube we can also write the data. But we use only for planning application. You have business process consolidation, BPC model, or here you know what is a planning application? Actual sales, planned sales, that kind of applications only I can use this. It is also available for reporting. I can create reports on top of this Infocube. Standard Infocube is optimized for reading data. Real-time Infocube is optimized for writing data. Virtual info provider. data doesn't physically stores in this Infocube. Why? The reason because it is a virtual, not physical. Instead of that, the info objects in this Infocube directly link to the source fields. What does it mean? There is no data transfer, there is no execution process. Directly, if you change something in a flat file, the data will be changed automatically in the Infocube without any execution. No loading process, not required. That is the one biggest advantage of virtual info provider. But this is not a data target because data physically doesn't store, but still I can create reports on top of this. That is a virtual info provider.